Pardon me?
Actually, it's more of a comment.
Sir,
Just a comment to Jack. Just backtracking about conservation. I'm a strong conservationist.
We all are.
We all are, and that's an area that I think that the progressive conservatives need to address, because I think the feeling is it's not an issue for the progressive conservatives. So that would be a great issue for you guys to address to a lot of people who are moving into the country from the city that are looking for a natural environment. And these windmills are going to destroy that. Most of the people I've talked to are concerned about the birds, the bats, the noise. They are concerned about their environment.
Well, it's not our intention to try to give anybody the impression that we don't care about the environment. I'm a farmer. I'm very proud of my land. And I want to leave my land when I'm gone better than when I got it. And so did my father and his father before him, and I'm sure my children will be the same, and I'm quite sure most of you feel that way. It's our property. We're proud of it. Why would we want to do anything but make it better? Why would we want to pollute it or destroy it? And we don't. To me, that's almost a given. That's our nature. I think farmers are the original environmentalists. This Green Energy Act, the Green Energy Act, which supposedly is to address climate change and save the environment, is destroying the environment. It has nothing to do with saving the environment. It's all about management of people and money, and it's impoverishing us.
Right.
It's driving us off our land. It's stealing your wealth through freezing what you can do. It's another land use restriction, and we got many, many layers. They just change the names, but it's always the same result. You're poorer. That's not an environmental program. That's a people management program. So, environmentalism, I think most people, well, I'll tell you, I believe most people are good, not bad. I believe that we should trust people to do the right thing, because I believe most people, and it's human nature, to want to do the right thing to your land, to help your neighbors, etc. And I think as government, you should be insulted when you create legislations and regulations that will penalize you for doing something, because they're saying, we don't trust you to do the right thing, so we're going to make a regulation with a penalty where we can bang you on the head with a 2x4. We should be insulted because they should assume that we're good people and trust us to be good people until we prove otherwise. We have enough laws and enough regulations to take care of the bad boys in our community that are going to pollute or steal or rob or any of those kind of things. Because I would view spoiling the environment as a crime against humanity, and we have enough laws to take care of bad people like that. We need to give people the freedom to do what they want with their property and trust them to do the right thing, and that means government needs to get out of the way, because more red tape and more regulation steals the freedom. It all comes back to freedom. Thank you.
Jack, the one that they're planning back here behind our place, Beth, Area 1 and Area 2 is separated by a bird conservation area.
Exactly.
So when you're looking at these liberals and they're talking about protecting and the birds and everything, they've drawn up this map that's separated in a conservation area as if the birds will only stay in that little area. What is wrong with these people? The hypocrisy is just unbelievable.
the arrogance is unbelievable.
It is.
Jack, just one thing with regards to, let's not ever forget the homegrown Canadian. I know you guys are going after that ethnic community, but the more they want, the more we as Canadians have to sacrifice. So go ahead, fire.
Well, I'll tell you, that I've had to learn, when I first had to go and talk to one of the ethnic groups, like the Turks. There's a Turkish community in Canada. They're wonderful people, but I didn't know that. They were strangers. So I got elected, and my job is to go and talk to people. It's not always quite rural farm communities, which I'm used to. I've been on hay wagons lots with Tom Black and the landowners. We've been all over Ontario. So we know how to do that. But then they threw me into the Chinese community and the Turkish community. So what I say to them now, so I had to start somewhere. So I started talking about democracy and freedom, and the reason you came here as an immigrant to Canada was for the opportunity that Canada offers to work and earn wealth for yourself and your family and your community. And when you are done your working time with your life, Canada will be a better place because of you, just as it was with the people that immigrated before you and before them. And I said, Canada is nothing but its people. And we all immigrated here. In my case, it was 200 years ago. For the French Canadians, it was 400 years ago. But we all immigrated here at some point. And we immigrated here for the same reason, the opportunity to work and earn wealth and better ourselves and raise and our families and our communities. And those early people started out hewing down trees. There was no highways, there's no cities. They built them. And they built a country. And I say, you come here now, and you've immigrated here for the same opportunity to live a better life. Because we have built a great country. We have freedom. We have a constitution. We are a land of law and order. You have rights. And that is based on our British Christian cultural heritage that dates back to the Magna Carta of 1215. And never once have I had a Muslim or a Buddhist or a Hindu say to me, I don't like the word Christian, or I don't like the word British because they're all white guys. They're envious of that wonderful history. That's just plain history. And you know, this is an amazing year. This is the 800th anniversary of the Magna Carta, signed by King John, who wasn't a nice guy, on June 15th, which was last Monday, 800 years ago. So that story went over so well, I tell it all the time. And actually, the only ones that don't buy into it are the white kids that have been here for 5 or 6 generations, because they've had it too easy for too long.
Yeah.
They've never suffered. They don't come from countries where they had rights, or the Tamils were murdered and slaughtered by their own government. Just look at the Ukrainians, what's happening to them, or the Crimeans. People from all over the world have a tough time, from the Middle East. Look at all the atrocities and the wrong things that are going on, and they don't have rights. They don't have good government. And so we welcome them here. I said, you come here, you work, you're a Canadian, and when you're done, Canada will be a better place. And it'll be different because you're brown or you're black or whatever you are, and you're a different religion. I believe every religion has something good to offer, including Islam. The terrorists that say they're Muslim or they're Islam, they're bastardizing a religion that is good. Most Muslims come here for all those same reasons, the opportunity to work and live better, because it's a better place here than where they came from. There's a lot of Muslims in the world. So we can't just categorize people as being something other than Canadians. You and I are Canadian, just like the Tamils and the Turks and the Chinese, and they're all going to be at the barn dance tomorrow, and the Chinese will be dancing with the country and western band.
And why are we, if they're Canadians, Jack, why do we have to go and do what we do with them? If they're Canadian, they subscribe to the way we live, supposedly.
Well, I would say most of them do.